Quilter's newsletter, Machine Quilting Tips and Techniques, is brought to you by Bernina, Made to Create, and Benartex, Fabric for Quilters by Quilters.
Hi, I'm Connie Fanders, and this is Quilter's newsletter, Machine Quilting Tips and Techniques with Bernina. And when you design your quilts, are you using a piece of graph paper? Well, you know there is an easier way. We have a Quilter program built right into our Bernina Embroidery Software 7 that makes designing your quilts a breeze. Let me show you how. You will see here on my computer, I have the Embroidery Software 7 opened up on my screen. And if I go up to the top toolbar here, there is an icon which gives me two other programs that are built right into the software. We have a cross-stitch program and we have a quilter's program. But today I'm going to show you the Quilter program that is built right in. So now my Quilter program is open, and you can see by default it has a quilt in here which is 4 blocks by 6 blocks. Well, the quilt I'm going to show you today is just going to be a small wall hanging, and I want to change it to have 3 blocks by 3 blocks. So we can open the Quilt Layout dialog box, and I can go here and change it to 3 blocks across and 3 blocks down. I can also, if I choose to, I can put this on point, but for our purposes today, I'm going to just put it to the squares. Another option that I have here is I can choose the size of my blocks. Right now it is at 10 inches, which I will just leave. And then this box is where I determine if I'm going to add sashing to my quilt. So I'll go ahead and click on Sash the Squares. So now I have added sashing to my quilt. We can also choose to add a border to the quilt, and I like to have a 3-inch border on this particular wall hanging that I'm doing. So now it tells me right here what my final size, it's a 38 by 38 inch wall hanging that I am designing. So I go OK, and I'm going to click up here so it's a little bit larger so you can see it. Now's the time when I can start designing and playing with the different fabrics that go into my quilt, as well as the block choices. So I can click up here, and then I have a whole menu of different quilt blocks that I can choose to put in here. So I am just going to choose some, let's just do some simple blocks. And we'll just put a little 4-patch block right here. And so I can just point and click and determine where I want to put my blocks. We'll just leave these as a solid piece for now. Now I can play with different colors, and I can put different colors in my quilt to get an idea of what it would look like with different colors in it. Or I can even go here to fabric, and built right into the quilt program it is a variety of the Benartex fabrics that we can choose from. So here it would actually put the actual quilt or the fabrics in the quilt. I can do them one by one, or I can simply go down here to the colors, and it will fill all of them in with those particular color choices. So just as quick as that, I can design my quilts for my next project. From here, once I have the quilt the way I want it to be, I can print off the instructions, I can print off the yardage that I need when I go to the fabric store. So very easily, with the Quilter program in the Bernina Embroidery Software 7, I can design any quilt that I can think of. Thank you for joining us on Quilter's newsletters, Machine Quilting Tips and Techniques with Bernina.
Quilter's newsletter, Machine Quilting Tips and Techniques, is brought to you by Bernina, made to create, and Bernartex, fabric for quilters by quilters.